OS application, and let's name it My Run. I'll save it into my downloads folder, but you can save it anyway. Let's just get that there. Okay, so we've got the general SwiftUI startup, but we won't be using content view for now. So we'll just go ahead and create a new Swift file, and we'll name it workout session. Okay, we'll start out by importing HealthKit and SwiftUI. Okay, now we are going to create a class named workout session, and now that class will inherit a NS object, HK live workout builder delegate, HK session, HK workout session delegate, and observable object. Now we'll just create all of our variables. We'll create an @published variable named distance statistics to store the statistics of the distance our user has gone. We'll create another @published statistics variable named energy burned statistics. Also an HK statistics. All these are optional, or optional types. And then we'll have a heart rate statistics, HK statistics. Okay, now we'll have another one named elapsed time statistics, HK statistics. And then we'll have another one named speed statistics. This will be our last one. Okay, now we'll just create that was our last statistic variable. Now we'll create more variables. Most of these will be optional doubles. So we'll have a distance, a double, a energy burned, also a double, and we'll have another one named elapsed time. We'll just have a time interval just for the sake of it, and then another one named speed, which is a double, and then BPM for beats per minute, the heart rate, and BPM, that unit. And now for the next variable, we want to create an enum named workout session status. Now in there we'll have 5 cases. We'll have an in progress case, a complete case, cancelled. We won't use that, but you can use it if you want for if something fails in the app, a not started one, and then finally a paused one. Okay, but now we want to create another published variable named status. Now that'll defaultly be, or the value will be by not started by default. And then we'll have another published variable named workout.data, which will be an HK workout, also optional. Okay. Not W. Here we go. HK, not WK. Workout. Now we'll have another 2 published variables. One will be named session, which will be equal to HK workout session, optional once more. Another one named builder, which will be HK live workout builder, also an optional. And then finally we'll just have a normal variable named health store, and then we'll just make it to a new HK health store. Okay, so now we'll start creating our functions. Our first function is named workout builder, but now it must be the one with did collect data of collected types, which is a set of HK sample types. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set all of these. So what this function does is, now every time new data comes through, the function will update it. So now what we want to do is we want to say our the class's distance variable, we want it to be equal to our workout builder there, and then the statistics the workout builder is holding. Now the statistics for, we want it to be for the type of distance walking, running. But now we want to say dot sum quantity for the total quantity for the total distance ran, and then as distance is a double, we want a double value for meter units with kilo. So this will be the amount of kilometers our user has run. Okay, now, and then we'll set the distance statistics to workout builder dot statistics for distance walking running, and then our heart rate statistics will be equal to workout builder statistics for heart rate. Okay, there we go. And then we'll say our energy burned is equal to our workout builder dot statistics for energy burned, or active energy burned rather, and then there we want the sum of all of our energy burned, double value dot kilocalories. So we want the amount of kilocalorie our user has burnt, and then we'll just make our energy burned statistics equal to workout builder dot statistics for active energy burned. Okay, there we go. Active energy, so there we can see there the distance our user has done, the heart rate, and the amount of calories our user has burned. Okay, now we want to say our elapsed time will be just equal to workout builder dot elapsed time. And then our speed statistics will be equal to our workout builder dot statistics for running speed. Okay. And now what we want to do is we want to create a function, a private function. We'll do this in an extension though, and then we'll name it an extension for workout session, and this private function will be named calculate BPM, and that will return an optional double. Okay. So now we will create our own HK unit. So for our own HK unit to get the double value for heart rate statistics. But now in order to create our own HK unit, first we want to say, okay, we want to count units, and then a minute unit. So now that we've got those two, we'll create our own HK unit, and we'll call it beats per minute. Okay. And now this is equal to the count unit divided by the minute. Count unit divided by our minute unit. Okay. Now we want to return our self.heart rate. So our self.heart rate statistics dot our most recent quantity, and then the double value for beats per minute, the amount of beats per minute our user's heart rate is currently. Alright, let's just name that to work out, not walk out. Okay, so then we'll say there in our workout builder function, BPM will be equal to calculate BPM, calculate beats a minute. And now after that we will be creating another function. We'll just name it workout builder did collect event. We won't use that. We'll have another function named workout session. We'll have it named did change to. There we go. Won't use that one either. And then finally did fail with error. We also won't be using that in this tutorial. Okay, now we're going to create a setup session function. Now with this will set up our workout session. So first we want to create a variable named types to share, which will be a set, and it will be equal to it will just have one thing in it, which will be HK quantity type, and that will be for workout. HK quantity type dot workout type. So this is saying here, okay, I want to share workout data, and then to read. This is what the data our app wants to read from HealthKit, and this will be. So we have an HK quantity type of heart rate. Actually, I'll use the old function, and for heart rate, one is heart rate. Our second one will be active energy burned. Our third one will be distance walking running, and then our last one will be dot running speed. Okay, now that we've got that, the health store variable we created earlier, we'll use that, and we'll say request authorization. So this is now authorization to share types. So there you see the types of share. Okay, we'd like to share those types, and then we want to read back those types. Our completion handler will just have success and error, and we will do nothing in that handler. Okay. Now we are going to create a function named start workout session. Okay, now this will start our session for us. But so firstly, we'll create our configuration variable, which will be the configurations for our workout session. Okay, that will be an HK workout configuration. We'll say there that our configurations activity type is running, and then our configurations location type is outdoor. Okay, now we'll create a do catch. There we go. Now in our do block first, we want session equals try HK workout session. We'll initialize it with health store and configuration. There we go. And now we'll say our builder is equal to session. We'll just force unwrap dot associated workout builder. Okay. For now in this do we will force unwrap our variables. Okay. So we'll use a builder dot data source will be equal to HK live workout data source health store, our health store, and our workout configuration will be our configuration, and then we want our sessions delegate to be self, remember there, the HK workout session delegate, that enables us to do that. For the sessions delegate to be this class, and then the builders delegate to also be this class, as we did an HK live workout builder delegate. Okay, now what we want to do is we'll start the activity by saying session start activity with start, we'll make it date. So date basically initializes the time. Okay, and then we'll say builder begin collection with start date. You can also use dots now if you wanted to instead of date, and then we'll say success and error, and now we'll say if not success, if it is a fail, we'll just print out to ourselves unable to start collection, the error, and it will just tell us what went wrong, and otherwise we'll also just make it so our status that we created earlier, we'll make that equal to in progress, as the workout is now in progress. Okay, now let's just in the catch block, let's just make it tell us what went wrong with the creation of the session, so that if there is an error, we can try and fix it. unable to create workout session. Why? We'll just say there our error is, and then the error. Okay, now we'll move on to the next function, and we'll name that end workout session. Okay, now we'll start off by just unwrapping our sessions. So we'll say guard let session equals session, else print our session is null, unable to end, not send, end workout. And then we'll just return it, so we can't really do anything more. Okay, and we'll also say let our builder equal builder, so let's unwrap it. Otherwise, if we can't unwrap it, print builder is null, unable to end workout, and then we'll just return. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll say session.end if we can unwrap both of those values, so that ends the workout session. And then we'll say builder.end collection. The end is now, so we'll say date, and then the completion will be success or error in. And I will say if not success, print unable to end collection. Okay, and then we'll just return. Otherwise, we'll continue and we'll say builder.finish our workout. So there you see, creates the workout, or finishing the workout. So now our workout, HK workout will be workout, and then our error will be error for our completion handler. And I will say if workout is equal to null, we'll say that print unable to read workout. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll say we should first return. And now we'll say okay, now our status is complete, as the workout is now complete, and our workout data is equal to workout. There we go. Now we're just going to go on to some ease of use functions for the user. So we'll have resume workout. First, we just want to, we can copy the unwrap there. So let's just unwrap session, and let's just replace that with resume. Just to make sure a session does exist. If so, we can continue and say session.resume, and then the status once more would be in progress, as if we could resume it, it would have been paused. So just want to make sure our status is updated. And then we'll also create a pause workout function to pause the workout. We can practically copy this code, just replacing unable to resume workout with unable to pause workout, and session.resume with session.pause to pause the session, and finally session status is equal to paused. Okay. Now our workout session function, our workout session class is done. So now we can move on to the view. Let's just add a space there, just so it looks a bit neater. So now for our view, we'll create a new SwiftUI view, and we'll name it workout view. Okay. So now let's just add a VStack. Okay, so now all of this data will be within a VStack. Okay. Now what we want to do is we'll first start out by saying there at observed object, we'll make that workout session to be equal to our workout session class. And then also we'll be creating a heartbeat animation. So we'll say at state private var scale equals 1.0. Okay. Now for our view. Firstly, we'll say if the workout session dot status is not started, what we want to do is we want to say, okay, now workout session dot, so first we've got to set up the session, and then workout session dot start workout session to start our workout session. And otherwise, if our workout session status is in progress if the user is currently doing the workout. Okay, now we'll add views with information. Oh no, sorry, instead of doing that, what we want to do is we want to create a button named Start Run. And in there, when the user taps that, it will start the workout. Okay. Now in the else, now if the workout session is in progress, we'll start off by saying if workout session dot distance is not null. So if there is a distance value, we can say okay, now an H stack. First, we'll just add an image with system name of ruler, just to add a bit of style to the app, and then it's just a spacer, and then the text. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a function named distance formatter, which will format our distance nicely for us. So we'll say there, like distance formatter. This will return a string. So we want to create a number formatter named formatter. Okay, and now we want to set our maximum significant digits to the amount of decimals we have to 3, and then we'll return our formatter, the string value of the formatter that had now formatted our workout session.distance as ns number. And now remember force unwrapping, because the only way to get there is from that if statement there. So it will mean workout session.distance is not null. Okay, so we'll just say distance formatter. Okay, and while we're down there, we may as well create the other function called heartbeat formatter. This just formats our BPM. It's practically the same as distance formatter, except no significant digits, and we'll just say instead of workout session distance, we'll say our BPM value. Okay, now let's continue. So now what we want to do is we want to say, okay, now if our heartbeat, if our workout session.bpm is not equal to null, okay, we want an H stack. Now we want an image, the system name for heart. So our heart image to show to BPM. But now let's just add a bit of color, red. Okay, there we go. And now we want to, for the animation, firstly we are going to say scale effect to scale that variable there. And then we're going to say on appear. Now on the appear we want to have an animation. And now that so we'll say let animation equal dot ease in out for the duration of 1, and then we'll say dot repeat forever, auto reverses true. So there we go. So that'll create our animation for our heartbeat. And I will just say with animation, we'll make scale equal to 0.5. There we go, and then let's just add a spacer and some text to show our heartbeat formatter. There we go. And then we will continue and say if workout session.energy burned is not equal to null, we will now say okay, text, we'll make it our oh no, actually no, we'll create an H stack, and we'll say okay, text, so we'll make it our workout session.energy burned, and then we'll say kcal for kilocalories, and let's just add a spacer. There we go. And now we'll also say, now if our workout session, if the elapsed time is not null, if there is any elapsed time, we'll create an H stack, and then in it will be an image for the system stopwatch to show time, we'll just add a spacer to space everything nicely, and then text workout session dot elapsed time. There we go. And then finally we'll add some controls here. We'll have a button name, and we'll call this button will pause our workout, and in doing that we want to make our scale 0 just so that the animation runs smoothly. And then we want our label to be yet again another H stack, and then within it we'll have an image with the pause image, the system pause image, and then with a padding of, let's say, 5, and then we'll have text pause to show the user we are pausing. Actually, pause.circle might look a bit better. Okay, there we go. And now we'll create another button. Now this button will end our workout session, not end workout session. And then we'll say label. It will be an H stack with an image, system name being stop.fill, padding of 5 again, and then just our text for stop. Okay, there we go. And then now we can say, okay, now there we go. And now we can say, okay, now if our workout session is paused, okay, if the status is equal to pause, we can copy all of these statistics here, the elapsed time, distance, heartbeat, and energy burned there, because we want to see that even when it's paused, but we'll just add a button which will go workout session dot resume workout, and we'll also just make sure our scale to resume the workout is equal to 1. Okay, and then the label will be, let's just add our colon there. Our label will be an H stack with an image. The system name is play.fill or play.circle. And then with the padding of 5. Actually, did we use stop.fill? Yes, we did. Okay, there we go. And then just text of resume. And then we may as well copy the stop button. Oh, let's just remove that. So let's just copy the stop button, as that does exactly the same thing. Okay, now we'll say if our workout session is complete, if the user has pushed complete, dot status is equal to complete. Yet again, we can just copy a lot of this, as our user will surely want to see the statistics of their workout when they're completed, except we just add a button named done to end looking at the workout, and then we'll just say workout session, and then with this done button, all our done button will do is make our workout session status equal to not started. There we go. So that's pretty much it for the view, for the app actually. There's just a few more things we need to do. So we need to go into our project file, so my run, and then we go to targets, my run watch app, and then there under signing and capabilities, we want to add a capability of HealthKit. That will allow us to use HealthKit. And then we want to create, under the info file, we want to say privacy, health share usage description. We'll just make that for the tutorial. We need to record your workouts. And then we'll add another one named privacy health update usage description, and we'll also just say we need to record your workouts. There we go. So remember, we've got to add HealthKit signing and capabilities, and under info, our health share usage description and health update usage description, both of which are privacy features. Now let's try this application. So let's build it. So let's wait. There we go, it succeeded building. So there's our watch, it's just starting. This might take a while. Very long while, it seems. Ah, look, we got progress. Still loading. Ah, there we go. Oh no, yeah, there we go. I forgot that we had to add under our content view, we had to make it show our workout view. There we go. Now, there we go, that's actually handy. No, not workout session, workout view. There we go. Now we can actually use the app. There we go, start run. It should ask for permissions if all goes well. There we go. A review. So let's just give us access to all data. There we go. Done. There you can see it's working. This of course is a simulated workout there. So there you can see the simulated workout, the time, the heartbeat, the distance, and the calories burnt. You can pause it and you see nothing changes, and you can resume it, and finally you can stop it. There we go, done. And then start run should just do it all over again. There we go. So there you have it. This is how to create an app with HealthKit and SwiftUI, a workout app. Thank you for watching.